anywhere on earth. Get you right here with me. Rocking with Jada Jae. Watch the movement. Don't judge my life. LLC. Jada Jae.
It is what it is. Y'all rocking with me or not. So it
Watch
is
the
what it is.
movement.
You
Yeah. Hey, Coach. I probably should have pre-warned you. Hey, y'all. Hey, world. Hey, world. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Mid-Major Mindset. I am Jada J. Behind the mic. Coach Pinnock, how are you, sir? What's going on?
I'm cooling. I'm cooling. How are you?
I'm well. I probably should have gave you the heads up. Like, I can never see the intro, so I'm always
Oh,
gonna go based on your. I
yeah.
live in a van.
I ain't know what to do. I was like, hey, I don't know, but it's all right though. It's all right.
Ooh, well, hey, whatever. I don't care. Ain't nothing perfect. We here. Welcome to Mid Major Mindset. Welcome to another installment, Season 1, Episode 5, Mid Major Mindset.
Episode 5. Man, this thing going by fast.
Quick, fast, hurry, fast.
Episode 5. Okay, okay. You got to give me some more updates about the title. You know, we got the Sinkholes, Knicks playoffs. Talk to me about this sinkhole.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. So, I noticed on maybe Sunday that my front passenger tire started going into the ground, and I'm like, okay, that's odd. Like, what the hell? All right. So, I need a transmission right now, so I haven't been able to move the van. So I'm just kind of parked up right now. And like, so Sunday I asked for a jump, couldn't get a jump. Monday couldn't get a jump. Ended up Tuesday, I just woke up and then the van was damn near like I just felt the van literally damn near sinking like all the way diagonally to the ground. So I'm like, I woke up in a panic. I'm like, hey, like I need a jump. Like I don't know what the hell is going on, but I know sinkholes and people die in sinkholes. So I need a jump. Ended up fast forward, got somebody to give me a jump. I was able to move the van. When I tell you I was in here working because I've been working on a grant that I'm trying to get for my business to help student athletes and some people in New Jersey to have jobs in digital marketing, digital media and film. Working on a grant. Homie came out like, hey, you need to move your van. I'm like, hey, what's going on? I already moved it. He like, no, you didn't see what happened? You need to move your van. The where exactly where my van was, like it was a bigger hole, like exactly where my van was. Like it's still, and it's crazy because D, when I tell you I'm in my, and I've been saying this for a while now, I'm like, yo, I feel the ground moving. Like I'm in my van and I can feel the ground moving. Like I be hearing like somebody rumbling under my van. Come to find out, it's just something underneath the ground with the pipes, and it's not good. So I experienced my first sinkhole, and that's one of my biggest fears. Sinkhole and a tsunami are one of my biggest fears.
Tsunamis are terrifying. Yeah, but I mean, let's thank God nothing. You know, the van is safe and you wasn't. You know, nothing terrible happened to the van or you.
Thank you,
So
God. Thank
that's
you,
good.
Jesus. And
Yeah.
and I do want to
Thank
say
you,
this to the
Jesus.
people. Come
Thank
on,
you, Jesus. My bad. When the spirit moves, you know. I'm just
yeah, no, but seriously, when the spirit moves so deep, I woke up in a panic and I reached out to a friend, a guy. He's just literally a friend. Like he's married, just he's a therapist, and he's always like, just like, yo, reach out if you ever need help. Like I'm here. You're not alone. Me and my wife are always here for you. I know what's going on. So I woke up in a panic and it was like 7:30 in the morning. I just like I was calling, I was texting, I sent him messages like because he was supposed to come on Sunday to help me move the van or jump the van.
Mhm.
He started sending me text messages like, hey, boundaries, you shouldn't call me or text me this early in the morning. Um, you know, this will make people push you, this will push people away. if it's just he whatever all this stuff he was just saying. And I was like, you know what? The only thing I got from that is just don't reach out to you. Cause as soon as I move my van, like as soon as I move my van, when I tell you the earth moved underneath me, and I'm like, yo, dude, but you were talking about boundaries. I don't reach out to people often. I don't ask people for help often. If I ever wake up in a panic, and I've learned this about myself just being on this earth so many long, I've learned being in tune with my dreams and however I feel, like I know when God is speaking to me. If I wake up in a panic and I reach out to you, please know I'm not trying to be disrespectful to any relationship you're in. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anything like that. If there's a legit panic, I feel like it was something for God. Like, get your behind up and move your vehicle now. Like, that's how I took that. So I said all that to say, like, start listening to yourself. Start anybody out there, like, just start being in tune with who you are and being in tune with what's speaking to you, and know when to move, know when to hear yourself and how to act and to remove and act. That's nowhere nothing. So sorry about that, D.
Hey, no need to apologize. No need to apologize. I'm home getting ready for a family reunion and got to catch up with one of my good friends, man. We had an interesting day the other day. Just say he was yeah, man. My guy is really really a smart southern gentleman, and let me just say we had a lot of good drinks and told some good stories and caught up, man. And yeah. Um let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. You got some WNBA action for us tonight.
Oh, the W's been rocking since we last touched and touched the people. Tonight we had a good one down in Atlanta. Caitlin Clark stopped through Atlanta, brought the crowd to State Farm Arena. Although
Mm.
she did not have a big game tonight, she did have a big game the other night. I don't know if we spoke about that. We spoke about the foul, but I don't know if we spoke about her numbers. I can't remember anyway. But Caitlin went off tonight. Please talk about your homegirl, because you keep putting me on notice with this young lady that keeps slipping my mind, that plays with Clayton Clark now. Please put us on, coach.
Man, Natasha Howard, man, I got to see her play last year, and I really became a fan. And when Indiana picked her up, I thought it was a great addition to their roster. She gives them another offensive threat that can really get it done. Tonight, Caitlin only had 11, and Natasha was able to help out and give them 26. I think they're going to be a really good squad down in the playoffs. I need to stop stuttering, but yeah, Natasha Howard had 26. Um, Kelsey Mitchell chipped in with 19. Caitlin had 11, like we mentioned before. But yeah, I think she's a great addition. She had size. She's a great defensive player. She can score the ball. She's a franchise player. I mean, so this pretty much means they have more than one franchise player on this roster, which is always a good thing.
Indiana's definitely stacked. Well, all the W's stacked, but Indiana's stacked. Like, let's be 100. Like, Caitlin came into a team with Indiana had picked up already the number one pick the year before in Aaliyah Boston. Shout out to Aaliyah Boston. I'm always gonna root for the post player, the big girl in the paint. I'm always gonna root for the big girl.
The
But
tall girl.
yes, because we can't say big girl
That's
anymore.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, I told you with my girls, I don't use the term big. We use the term tall. My talls, not big girls. Go
You
on,
see
big girl.
how freaking uh, what's the word I'm trying to use? I was literally all my career in high school, all I heard that my nickname was Big J. Big Jada,
Yeah.
Big Jada, Big Jada. They used to call me Big, all, and I was skinny as hell. Like, and I'm just so conditioned to saying that, and how politically correct that is, because that doesn't feel good to everybody.
Right. You have some young ladies that the world would consider a big girl. She doesn't want to hear that, especially in basketball, right? Like, and it's just something that I thought about this year. Again, coaching girls. It's something I thought about over the years, and I really implemented this year. Coaching a team full of young, uh, mainly black women, so it's something I thought about, and I always just preach that. Um,
Oh, thank you for that, Coach. Definitely, thank you.
my pleasure. What was the other game tonight in the W?
I watched a little bit of this. It was Chicago and New York. Chicago
Okay,
Sky, New York, where it was in Chicago.
okay.
Oh, that was good in the paint. In the paint. Now that was the matchup I was here for. In that paint, that was in that I could only see that. Don't judge me, guys. I live in a van and I couldn't get the other game. Don't judge my life, you guys. But that New York, it was JJ versus. It was JJ and Stewie versus Angel and Cardi.
Hmm.
If y'all rock with us, y'all know I call Cardosa Cardi. That's my nickname for her. So I love that matchup tonight.
Yeah, and Angel and Cardi lost that matchup terribly.
I don't know. So okay, so looking in on the outside, I don't know if it's experience that they're just it's JJ and Brianna Stewart for God's sake. Like
Right,
another team that's stacked. New York
right.
they look like a championship team. Like
They
New
are.
York has been balling out of
Yeah,
control.
yeah. They are the defending champs. And I mean, the way they're doing it right now, that's exactly how they look. They look like a well-seasoned machine, well-oiled machine. They their number that they had one, two, three, four, five players in double figures tonight against Chicago. I'm just not a fan of Chicago's front office. I'm sorry. That is when I look at the W and I think of organizations that are not good organizations, the Chicago Sky ranked pretty high up there for me, from what I've seen of them for the last few years. When you
Coach, would
win
you like to
championships,
elaborate?
then yeah, you win a championship, right? And you're riding on high, and you dismantle that team the following season. Um, then you have a coach come in, you draft a young player, they get some momentum going, and then you fire that coach, right? Like those things to me don't add up to one, championship culture, two, success, right? Like I didn't understand the firing of Spoon. Um, and especially when she is as close as she was to your star player, right? Like again, we talked about off air Indiana and the moves they made to improve the players around their franchise player that they just drafted, right? And you don't see that from Chicago. Um, so I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know how long Angel's going to be in Chicago. I don't know how long Cardi's going to be in Chicago. I think time will tell. Um, yeah, but I'm just not a fan of the Chicago Sky organization.
And to piggyback off that, it goes a little bit deeper for me. Being that Teaspoon is who she was for the WNBA itself and the conception of the WNBA. Like in my head, you would not do one of your OG bets like that. You would at least give her 2 years to get that right. At least just from the respect of who she is and what she did on the back of the WNBA.
Right.
My
And did
opinion.
they just barely missed the playoffs that year, or did they make the playoffs as the 8 seed? Or it's one of the two.
Oh,
They either just missed it or they were the 8 seed. I can't remember
yeah.
exactly.
As I was watching the game, I had a thought earlier, and I felt like shit for having this thought because it would have been pitting, and I was going to tweet this out. I was going to tweet this out because I was like, yo, I wonder if the Sky are regretting letting Teaspoon go at this point in time because their first two games, I don't know, went this bad for them, and then they may have went this bad for Teaspoon her first two games out.
Right.
But and I did not tweet that out only because the young man is a black man, and I never want to make it look like I'm pitting two black
Right.
people against each other or something like that. So that's the only reason I didn't tweet. But that was my question. Like, I wonder if they're regretting letting Teaspoon go. I wonder how if Teaspoon would have been there and they would have had, because Angel Reese was working out with Lisa Leslie this summer. Like
Mhm.
Angel Reese, her game, although she played like crap last night, and I have my own theories of why she made it like crap last night.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say that on air. On air,
Okay.
we got the behind the scenes, so if I ever release it, it's going to get released.
Mm-mm-mm.
But um, I just don't. I don't know. Chicago, get a D Wade because you are a minority owner. Get it together, brother man. Please, quick fast, soon in a hurry. Please, thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, if there's somebody who knows how to build championship culture, D Wade would be a great person to be a part of that. Let's stick with the W. A legend from the W, who's now a legend in the college game as well on the sideline. I mean, she's a legend in every aspect of the game, right? On the floor, off the floor, coaching, whatever. She's a legend, Olympian. Coach Dawn Staley, who was on her book tour. Let's talk about her interview on the Breakfast Club today, where she spoke on um, star player transfer Malaysia Fowali. I said that right?
We're gonna say yeah. I call her Yaki. I call her Yak
Yaki.
because the weave Malaysia. I shouldn't probably. I'm not shit. I probably,
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm bald. I don't know. But yeah, she spoke on her, and she handled the situation as gracefully as anybody, because how else would Dawn Staley handle it, right? Like, she is uh black excellence when it comes to everything. I love me some Dawn Staley. I loved her when she was at Temple when we were in the A10. I loved her as a player. So what did you think about her comments about Miss Malaysia Fowali?
first off, I'm gonna scratch the record because anytime I hear Temple in the A10, I
Uh-oh.
have trigger uh PTSD, and
My bad.
I'm sure I'm sure you could also, your lady, she has PTSD as well from
Yeah,
Temple University.
maybe. I thought you were gonna say I have PTSD from anybody in the A10. Nah, nah, not me.
All right, all right, Mr. NBA. Okay, Mr.
we
NBA. Oh, okay,
yeah, we went 16-0 in that league. My last year in that league.
golly.
Yeah.
I don't even think we ever broke 50 in the eight.
Nah,
500. I don't even think we broke 500. But yeah. So personally, against Dawn Staley and Temple for me growing up. One, okay, so going back to what you really said, I was tuned in, been a Dawn Staley fan since before Dawn Staley got to Temple because, like we said a couple of episodes ago, that 96 Olympics changed my life as an athlete in a whole, from the 96 women's basketball team to the Dominique Dawkins and them over there on the gymnastics squad, to Brianna Scurry and Mia Hamm and them on the soccer side. Like, that 96 Olympics changed my life. So Dawn Staley on Martin, that would
Right.
culture. The Dawn Staley has been a staple in our culture for since I was a kid. And
Mhm.
then to be able to play against Dawn Staley in the A10, and Dawn Staley know my name. I know Dawn Staley for a fact knows my name. Damn it, I know
Wow.
that for I.
Hey, you wanna know
She
something
remember my
else
name.
too? You wanna
What?
watch how this loops in. The Chicago Sky also wasted Candace Dupree's career.
She did get
Mm,
drafted to the Sky.
mm.
She did get
The
drafted to the Sky.
Chicago Sky also wasted Candace Dupree's career. Just that might be the real reason why I have animosity toward that organization, because I loved me some Candace Dupree too when we were in school.
Does
I
Vanessa
know. I'm
does Vanessa
sorry.
know you speak like this? Like,
I
I'm
mean, I'm
I,
talking basketball. I don't know her outside of that. I'm talking basketball. Candace was a hooper.
and I love Candace Dupree. Shout out to Candace Dupree because I reached out. This is how I know Dawn Staley remember my name. Me, Candace Dupree, and your MVP in that paint used to have some battles. Damn it, we used to go at it. And Candace left me a couple of comp tickets to WNBA games where I was able to bring some young girls to the games when she played in Madison Square Garden. So shout out to Kane. That's just on the strength of the mid-major plug, the mid-major aura. Respect to athletes. Respect
Absolutely.
the hoopers. So
Absolutely.
I forgot, but what I forgot about how did Chicago Sky drop the ball with her?
I
I
mean, they
remember she
never
ended up.
did that again, same type of situation. They never built a roster around her. They never, you know what I mean? And she did what she did, but it never got to that next level. I see the same thing happen with Angel if she's stuck there. There's something with that organization.
I ain't gonna hold you because I completely forgot that Candace was in Chicago.
Mhm.
In my head, the only career I was thinking about for Candace Dupree was her in Phoenix with Tarasi and BG. Those
Mhm.
years that she was in Phoenix. I completely forgot Chicago.
Yeah, she
Anyway,
went
to
to
go back
Chicago
to the,
first.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying she was in Chicago first, that's all. Go ahead.
To go back to the interview with Coach Daly in the Breakfast Club, she was just one. The whole interview was again clearly. If anybody's out there listening, if you are surprised, this mid-major mindset, we are Don Staley stands. Like we are going to support Don Staley. We stand with Don Staley. We rock with Don Staley. Like y'all not gonna say nothing bad about Coach. Like not over here, not in our presence. Y'all not. Um, that's just straight up and down. But Coach did allure to the fact about the whole trade and the transfer portal and Malaysia for Wally and her parents and why Malaysia transferred, and she has nothing but love for this young woman and she just wants her to be happy. And that's what she conveyed in the interview. Like she just wants that for all her players.
Mhm.
And just seeing how Coach treats her play, like literally, because we had the opportunity to literally be in the A10 when she coached and played at the same time. We literally got to be in the same vicinity of this woman and got to see it firsthand. So to see how Coach Staley is exactly who she has always been this for those players. For the simple reason why and Ari Moore is still on Coach Staley's staff to this day. Me and Ari used to go to war in the paint. Coach Staley is going to support her players. Coach Staley want nothing but love. And so, in my opinion, I can see on the outside looking in. I gotta ask my little sisters Wawa. I gotta ask Kalindra. I gotta ask Ebony their own personal relationships that they had when they got to personally play with Coach Dawn Staley. But in my opinion, like Coach has always been legitimate, and she just wanted her player to be happy. So as a player move, I don't think Malaysia's gonna get what she's looking for from Kim Mulkey. I really do feel like Dawn was the better fit for her, and Dawn would have been able to usher her in so in my opinion. But she decided to go. The grass is in her head. The grass might be greener on the other side. I don't
Right.
know. I don't know.
It's hard for a young player sometimes to understand what a coach is wanting, right? Especially a young player who's used to having the ball in their hands and, kind of doing, you can imagine going through 4 years of high school where the ball is just in your hand all the time. You're making all the plays, you're distributing the ball, you're taking all the shots. And then you get to a level where coach says, okay, well, now you got to play this way, right? Like it's hard for some people to do that. Um, and I think that's what we had here. I think that this young lady, if she's given time to play, she's gonna put up numbers no matter where she's playing, right? Like I don't think the issue was her game. I think it was you're in South Carolina where you have 10 McDonald's all of Amer all 10 McDonald's All Americans on the roster, right? If you don't give me what I need, I can go to someone else. And I think that's what happened. And I think that the young lady has never been in a situation like that before. Um,
And
and the
she
question,
was legitimately fucking up, Coach. Like
yeah,
Malaysia was
it's
legitimately
you
fucking.
see, you'll be surprised by how many of these kids are not really being taught how to play. How many of these kids get to high school and they've played zone for 4 years in high school and don't know how to play man-to-man defense, right? They hear man-to-man defense and they think that means I just hug my player, just about worry about no. Man-to-man play. We all know if you know how to play man-to-man defense, help the helper, you have your man and you have half of your teammates' man. But you'll be surprised how many kids get to that level, get to the high school level, and think they're really good and have no idea how to actually play defense, have no idea how to rotate, have no idea.
I ain't gonna hold you. Coach Carly was the one that put me on.
Right.
Coming from Shabazz High School, we were athletic. Like we was whooping everybody ass, and we wasn't really getting real comp until we got down to the States and we was playing against the white girls who was slowing the ball up and passing the ball around.
Backdoor cutting the shit out of y'all.
Like a motherfucker. Like the fuck is y'all? Come on, shooting the lights out. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't until I got to college, and what sucks even more than that, it wasn't until my senior year of college that I got a Sylvia Crawley, and I don't even want to say her name like that because I'm gonna tell you some shit behind the scene. But that she was the one I never forget. I probably said this to you before. It was the A10 championship. I mean A10 first round, my senior year. And I'm bawling my eyes out after we lose again in the first round to fucking George Washington, and I'm bawling my eyes out. Or maybe this is when we lost the fucking Temple again, and I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm like, Coach, why the fuck we can't get with them? Like, why I feel like I'm the only one that feel like I'm mentally, because in my Temple was the Shabazz of college of the A10, if that makes sense. Did that make any sense of what I just said?
That, baby. Everybody ain't from Jersey.
Okay. So Malcolm X Shabazz High School, our girls basketball team, we were a dominant team. Like we were a dynasty. Malcolm X Shabazz High School. Like my 4 years of high school, I think we lost maybe 7 games. I'm going to give it 7 games just to be generous. Like I think I lost maybe 5 to 7 games in 4 years of high school.
Mm-hmm.
We were getting championships. We were Dawn Staley was coming she was coming to our, I'm telling you, Dawn Staley, no, she was coming around. Like Dawn been around us since high school. So in my head, we were winning. We were athletic, this, that, and the third. When I got to the A10, Temple University played exactly how Temple's pace, their game, and everything was exactly like how we played at Shabazz. And they were winning. Now, I'm coming from Shabazz, where I started my 4 years in high school. I'm getting championships, this, that, and the third. Coach Lewis was mad at me because I used to wear my Shabazz gear on campus. Like, take that off. You're not in high school no more. Like, you here? I'm like, Coach, you ain't playing me, and we're not winning. Like, my girls in high school still winning. I'm still going to represent them anyway. So I was frustrated because I never got the accolades and the winning at Temple was getting. Temple was kicking up. So Temple was, in my head, Temple was Shabazz back in the day. Temple always kicked up. Temple always had the best players. Back in the day, Temple girls had to have a doobie, what they call it, set hair, whatever, like Dawn Staley. All Dawn Staley's players used to look like Dawn Staley in real life. But anyway, I was jealous because Temple was good. Temple was nice. Temple used to smack our ass. I couldn't understand, like, damn, Coach, why are we not winning? Why we can't get with them? Like, why we can't, Coach Carly was like, y'all don't even know the basics. Like, y'all don't even know the fundamentals. Like, it wasn't until senior year that Coach Carly kind of came in and was like, just kind of like showing us like the real way to do shit. But she came from a North Carolina. She played with Team USA. She played with years. She also was playing in the WNBA as she was coaching us at Fordham University. So she's seeing this as like, you a senior and you don't have that. Like, there's a I said that was a long way of me saying, fast forward, 20 years, and these kids are still having that. Malaysia still don't know how the game to transfer the game into college. Like Dawn said in the interview, like Malaysia, your junior year, you're going to start. The ball was going to be in your hand. It was only up for you to lose the job. Like you had the job. She said Kim Mulkey about to get the best of Malaysia now, which is very true.
Yeah.
Malaysia now has broken all the bad habits she had. Now she knows how to conduct herself. Now she knows how to move in a college environment. So now Kim is going to get the best of Malaysia. I still think that Dawn was the best fit for this young lady. Moving forward, mute.
I mean, hey, you could be right. Only time could tell. I think the coach, she made it clear though, like why she coaches, why anybody coaches is because you want to see the kids do better, right? And you do want them happy. And if that means, you got to go be happy somewhere else, then you just want you to be happy. Um, and yeah, so I definitely applaud her, and we'll continue to support and cheer for Coach Staley and those Gamecocks.
I want to see how you think her and Big Four going to do that backboard.
Man, I can't wait for the college season to come around. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on talking about that until it's time to talk about that. 'Cause that is a whole. I can't wait for college basketball with this platform that we're creating. I can't wait for it. Let's talk about the NBA. Let's get into the NBA playoffs. Last night, well, the night before, because now we're on to another day. It's Friday now. The New York Knicks, the New York Knickerbockers. Oh my goodness. Now I'm not a Knicks fan. I'm not a Knicks fan. My mama is from New York. My daddy met my mama in New York. So I got New York
Oh,
ties. All right.
oh.
I got New York ties. But the Knicks showed us who the Knicks are. And I was praying that this would be the team that broke that curse. But we're only one game in. But oh my gosh. Did you see that shot?
Man, that's just the basketball guys like just showing us like
Man.
don't really rock with us too heavy. I can't even say us. When the fuck did I become a Knicks fan? Because I
I
love
know.
New York. Because I love Jersey and New York. But
Yeah. But that the way that shot went in, the ball bounced off the back of the back of the rim, went straight in the air and just stayed up there for like 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Like the announcer started to say, "Well, yeah, this one's over," and then the ball just started to come down, and it went straight through the rim, and it was
yes,
crazy. I hadn't seen too many things like that on TV. Like in that moment, Eastern Conference Finals, the Knicks and the Pacers, Reggie Miller's in the building, Patrick Ewing's in the building, John Starks is in the building. Like it was crazy. It was a great, great game. And the
coach,
Pacers now are up 1-0.
he hit him with the Reggie Miller choke. He hit him with the
That was
choke.
that was yeah. And the fact that he's light skinned, no,
Yo,
yeah, right. Like it just made it all. Like, it was just great theatrics. It was a great atmosphere. It was a great game. I mean, I don't use the word great. I think we use it too much and too loosely now, so I don't like to use it too much, but that was a great game.
the NBA playoffs has been giving drama. It's been giving us all the entertainment. It really I can understand. No, I'm not going to say that out loud. Nope. Mute.
Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. You got to say what you was gonna say. That's why we on here. You can't do that.
I was about to say I could understand how y'all be like, "Yo, it's entertaining and shit like that," but the W is entertaining as well.
It is. It is.
It's
It
just,
is.
it's just, I don't know. The
Yeah.
dramatics over here, the NBA has been very juicy during this playoff season, though.
Playoff
Very,
time,
very
yeah,
good.
yeah. WNBA time, it'll be the same thing. Because the WNBA last year is the whole reason I started watching NBA again. Like, yeah, yeah. So when we get to the playoffs in the WNBA, it'll be the same thing.
I
Tonight,
haven't been excited for the NBA playoffs in a while. In a
me either.
while.
This season, like I said, the W got me back into it. And I started watching the NBA season probably around after the All-Star break. And then when the Lakers traded for Luka, that's when I got all the way in. I was
Yes.
excited. And then these playoffs have been amazing. Tonight we had OKC and Minnesota, and OKC mollywopped them boys. It was a 15-point win. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander became the third Oklahoma City Thunder player to win MVP, joining Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant. Then he went out there and scored 38 points and handed out 8 assists as OKC takes a 2-0 lead in that series. Anthony Edwards added 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists in the loss. And Jaden McDaniels also added 22 points. So the next game will be in Minnesota.
Coach, I was today years old when I realized Randall. Is this Randall? What's the Randall's guy name?
Julius Randle.
That's the same Julius Randle from Kobe era. Like I literally was today years old when I found that out.
You just yeah. You know, he broke his leg in the first game of his career.
What?
Like, snapped it. First game of his career as a Laker. First regular season game. Broke his leg. Yeah.
Did not know that. That is juicy.
Yeah, Julius Randle. He had a good career at Kentucky and just a bruiser, man. I respect. He's a bruiser. Like a bull in a china shop type big.
I like those.
Yeah, the way you said that, I don't know that I could agree with you. The way you said that, I don't know that I should agree with you.
You know who I don't like? I know this kind of off topic. You know who irks me, and I'm surprised this person irks me because normally off the court he would be my type. Physically he would be my type, but he irks me. The Thomas guy, the bully guy. What's his name, Coach?
Tristan?
Hell no,
Chloe's
not Tristan.
baby daddy?
Nah, Tristan actually. He went to school in Jersey. He went to school with my little cousin, Tristan Little Ass. He went there. So in my head, Tristan's a little ass boy to me.
Okay. Not Tristan.
The bully guy. He plays for the Pistons with the locks.
Ross. You talking about the big Jamaican boy.
Yes.
I can't think of his name right now.
In real life, he would be my type.
Man, that nigga got angry issues.
That's why he irks it. We would not. I couldn't be with him because we would go to jail. We would. I wouldn't know. We wouldn't good. We would not be good for each other, brand. Because I would. I would. That would not be good.
No. No. Yeah, he got anger issues. He need therapy. He need therapy. But yeah, I think the playoffs have been amazing. How did we get on that topic? How did you get me to talking about what is the boy's name? Now
that was me.
I gotta get his name. It's gonna bother me if I don't get his name now. He played with the Pistons. As soon as I see his name, because I remember when LeBron hit him, and he was calm, and then he saw blood, and then he started running through people and tossing and then got to LeBron and didn't do a damn thing. If he wanted to get to LeBron, he could have. His name is Isaiah Stewart. Isaiah Stewart. Yeah, he's Jamaican.
Normally, yes. Maybe one night. Me and Stu, maybe one night.
Oh,
other than that, it can't go more than that.
Just one night. That's all.
Just one night. That's it. That's all it is.
Come here. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, that's what all I see there. I see fight because both of y'all feisty as hell. So I don't see that ending well.
Not at all, D.
Not at all. Not at all. Update again on Jared Shaw's situation in Indonesia. Um, some other, you. I guess I hate this part of media, and maybe I don't really want to be a part of it, but I know it's going to come up for this young man. He's in a rough situation. We've talked about the 32 pieces of cannabis candy and him being locked up in Indonesia, but some things from his background are now starting to come out. In December of 2013, while at Utah State, he was charged with felony distribution of a controlled substance, as well as a misdemeanor count of possession of drug paraphernalia and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Um, so I know they don't speak our language, but they're gonna find this information too over there, and kind of show that he has a history of being a drug dealer. I could see that. I hope I'm wrong, but what do you think on that?
Does his people have to go pump me up?
Um, it's a good question. That's a good
He gonna
question.
need it.
He is. He is. Um, the scary thing is that, and I would pray they wouldn't do it because it's the United States. Um, but what if they did say they were going to execute this kid? What if they
For
said they were
Delta
going to put him?
9, bro. Again, for Delta, not even real T. This man about to,
uh,
if Jesus, please protect this young man. And I know we saying it's just Delta 9, but it really, in the grand scheme of life, Lord, it is Delta 9. And we know he got a whole nother record out here in these streets. We understand that. But it is white folks out in California, in Colorado, and other Washington that's making millions of dollars off of marijuana and drugs. So please protect this young man. Please, God, don't let this man lose his life off of no damn Delta 9. Please, God.
Yeah, you gotta. I feel for him. I really do. But when you go to other people's countries, you gotta know and you gotta respect what it is they do. Right? Like this is just like a bunch of people who end up going to like Dubai. Right? We don't talk about it a whole bunch, but there's so many people that go to Dubai and do dumb shit that we would do here, and there's no issue, right? I know I've heard a story about a young lady who was on a jet ski, and they told her, "Hey, there's no twerking and dancing," because I guess they had done it before, and they warned them, and they got on the jet ski, and she started twerking on a jet ski, and they arrested her ass, right? Like you travel to these countries, you got to abide by their laws, their rules. Um, I shared my story about when I was in Israel and I got the hell up out of there because I was scared. I didn't want to go to court and see what was going to happen. I left the next day. I got released. I was out of there.
Get me
But you
out of
gotta,
here.
yeah, you gotta respect, the country's rules and laws. When you're there, we have an arrogance about us as Americans where we kind of feel like we're untouchable. But man, listen, if they put you in one of them cells, you there until or if somebody comes to get you. You know.
Embassy me immediately. Take me to the embassy immediately. Arrest me and take me to the immediate embassy. Don't have me sitting in no damn jail. Nah, take me to the embassy now.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Sound good. I wonder if, like, because now I know the system, right? I wonder if had he received medical marijuana something and taken it with him, or or like warned the team or asked the team or something. Just
Right.
knowing how much I smoke now, like as an athlete, I did not partake in anything. Like I literally was a nerd. So
Mm,
I don't understand how people
good
were
for you.
playing. Yeah. Oh. But I would hope that I wonder if he had something medically, would that have helped him in a situation like this?
I don't think so because of the country he's in. Um, like Thailand and Indonesia for the longest had like the strictest drug rules. And Thailand just decriminalized marijuana, I think, in 2023, and Indonesia has not. Right? Like, they have not. You know, the majority of people on death row over there are in there for drug offenses. You know, so they're. I don't think it would help them. They don't want that shit over there. They don't want it. They don't want it. That's just that.
That's
Let's
wild.
yeah. Let's pivot to trending topics.
Oh, all the mess, all the tea, all the good. Mm-hmm.
So in the Diddy trial, dun dun, I need the Law and Order joint. That would have been perfect right there.
Would have, definitely would have.
All right, that would have been perfect. Kid Cudi testified today about some things, about his car being blown up, about the threats on him and Cassie's relationship. Um, Man, is this like the end? Are we gonna see Diddy like go away? Like,
He
is he
already
going to
away.
jail?
He already in there. He
He in
already
there?
away. I need y'all to give Wendy. I keep saying this and I'm gonna keep saying it. Damn it, give Wendy her ripper, whatever. Y'all better give Wendy her
I'm sorry.
give
I'm
Wendy her
sorry.
stuff.
God damn, that word fucked you up.
Wendy lost money behind this man back in the day. Damn it.
I'm sorry. Oh, that motherfucker beat you all the fuck up.
I felt
Oh,
like
it
I felt
jabbed
like
you and
they were
uppercut you and kicked you. Golly, what word were you trying to say? Reparation?
yes.
God damn.
Danny, I got a degree, bro.
Oh. Oh man, you got me crying over here.
Hey
You
yo.
remixed the shit. Rip, 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 rip. All right, I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I
Oh
couldn't
shit. Oh, oh damn. Golly.
and they still got Wendy locked up. There's
Oh.
somebody there in insane asylum. Like that lady crazy. Wendy not crazy, bruh. Wendy not
Nah,
crazy. Wendy not crazy, yo.
nah, yeah,
Did he?
they
And when they
yeah,
find him guilty, they need to put in that fucking settlement that he owe Wendy Williams $3 million too. Put that shit in there too, man. Cause Wendy real life lost money behind. She lost her career in New York behind Diddy.
facts, facts.
Like for
I
telling
mean,
the
he
truth
he had her
now.
fired. He had her fired. She recovered from that, right? And then that's when everybody really found out about her outside of New York, Jersey, is when she got fired from the radio. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know who Wendy Williams was until I saw her on TV. Because I didn't grow up in New York.
Ah, true.
You know what I mean? So, but she survived that, and then had to see how it just didn't make sense to me. Like how like her situation now, where she's, doesn't have control over her money, her stuff, her life. It's crazy to me. Um, we also talked about this. How deep does this Diddy rabbit hole go? Like even saying that sentence sounds crazy, and I don't know why, but it just sounds crazy. The Diddy rabbit hole sounds like something that will be a sex move or something in the next. I don't know.
That's already
Anyway.
that's a category on Pornhub right now.
Diddy rabbit hole. Like, how you think about, right? Jaguar Wright. I don't know how right she is, but she says shit with so much conviction that you gotta like pay it some attention.
Facts.
All the people around Diddy who have died, whose circumstances are kind of the same, right? Chris is it Chris Williams?
That
Um
that baby boy first. Albie,
Right.
not Albie Shore. Is it
No,
Albie
not
Shore?
Albie. Albie was sick, but Albie survived. He said it on Good Morning America that when he was sick and those things, he was like, yes, he thinks Diddy had it. Like they asked him on that. They asked him this morning, like, do you think Diddy has something to do with that? And he said yes on Good Morning America. Um, you know, Heavy D, Kim, they all died like the same way. It looked like a heart attack. We all know that like there are things that can cause that, right? People can be injected with things, people can ingest things that can make it look like they had a heart attack and they've been taken out some other way, right? Biggie, right? How deep does this Diddy rabbit hole go?
Oh, nah, this shit go deep because we going even deeper. You got Andre Harrell who out of here,
Mhm.
motherfucking Clive Davis who allegedly alleged to Sloan Bella that had something to do with Whitney Houston.
Mhm.
Clive also has something to do with fucking Janis Joplin.
Or
Janice
they say
Whitney
that's
died
who
the same
yeah,
way.
that's Diddy teacher. They say Clyde, that's Diddy teacher. That's who Diddy got everything from.
Rabbit hole.
Yeah, yeah. That's what yeah, that's Diddy teacher. So yeah, man, I mean that's what I want to know. Like how deep does this thing go? Um because pause. Yep.
Oh, allegedly they had said alleged, cause I'm gonna be gross at this point.
Mhm.
But I don't again, I'm gonna be gross because don't judge my life, y'all. I'm grown. Don't judge my life. Anyway, but allegedly they said it's not even alleged because in court it came out. Did he like
Mm. You gotta say this with like elegance. Like you can't say it nasty. Like you gotta kind of clean it up a little bit.
Diddy and Cassie like to indulge upon something called in the BDSM or whatever world that is, something called cuckold,
Cockle.
where the man watches the wife be pleased by another man. This is a whole category. This is really a thing on Pornhub, and
What was
uh,
Diddy's signature? What did Diddy really like?
he really like. Damn. Diddy like, and I can't even be mad at this man. But anyway, Diddy would like for Cassie to bring the man to what's the word? Orgasm, and he would like to rub the other man's semen into his nipples, or have
Mhm.
Cassie to rub the semen into them. To each his own. I don't. I wonder if he made her lick it off after, or he just
Oh,
rubbed it in with the baby oil. I wonder how that flowed for Diddy. I
I
don't know.
don't know. I don't know. I just listen, whatever you're into, you know what I mean? That's why you don't if you're into stuff like that, that's why you can't break the law because this is gonna be talked about in the trial.
The main people that's in that life is the law. Being honest.
Man, all them folks at that Met Gala. That's who
As I said this before, D, I one time I would have been in Diddy's. I would have been in one of Diddy parties. I would
Oh
have seen the
man,
whole thing. I would have
they
been
would have hit
mad
you with the
because,
baby oil, it would have been over.
but it's so. Here's my beef with the baby oil. My beef with the baby oil is it's some people that just probably would have been down to do what the fuck Diddy wanted to do had it been consensual.
Mhm.
Had it, tell them this Hollywood. Everybody get down with everybody. Let's be 100% in the real world now. In this whole polyamorous shit, everybody get down with everybody. Like, just tell them consensual. Let me
It
know. Give me a choice. Cause they was gonna do it anyway. They was gonna fuck around. They was swingers. They was gonna do it anyway. Just don't hit me with
if
all
it
that extra stuff in my butt, and I can't come back. And nah, don't hit me with that, Diddy.
not it it it's again, they're not even talking about it yet, but the blackmail in the what's the word I'm looking for? Not extortion, because he wasn't taking money from people, he was taking, but um the way that like I said, the way those boys from Day 26 were crying, right? The things that we're hearing in the industry, like it's about them getting people in positions, like it's a power thing, right? You're an artist, you're trying to get on, you come to the Diddy party, they get you with the oil, you don't know what's going on, somebody slide up in you, you know what I mean? They record it. Now you starting to make money, you starting to blow, you starting to get, now they got this video of you getting piped and they saying, yo, you gonna do this or we gonna put this out. Like that is what is the fucked up part about this. And that's what everybody's saying is happening. And they're not even talking about that part yet.
Because we
Um,
mainly we only on week 2. Is this week 2?
mm-hmm. I just popped a grape, my bad.
And I'm just over here choking from a spliff. My bad.
Hey.
But we, like you said, we haven't gotten into that other stuff yet. We had Cuddy come up. Somehow, I don't know how true. I don't even want to say. Well, I'll say it just because I've already spit it out there. But I'm going to 100% completely say this is alleged because I do not know how true this is. But allegedly, they said Beyonce's name came up in this shit somehow. They said
Mm,
Michelle Williams asked, and we know Michelle was a virgin. Michelle Williams from Destiny Child was a virgin for years, who also owned had some ownership with Chicago Sky along with Matthew Knowles as well. But
mm.
Michelle was a virgin for years, so I'll be intrigued to know her involvement if she has to hit the stand or anything with the whole Diddy trial. If
She
Michael
was
B.
a born
Jordan's name
again
was,
virgin.
you think? Well, maybe.
I don't know. I'm being stupid. I have no idea. I have no idea.
You used
But
to watch Insecure?
the show,
Yes.
I watched it like the first season.
Okay, so you remember Molly?
I'm not gonna go that far to say I remember who Molly is. One of them went to GW. I can't remember which one.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe Molly did.
The little Nigerian one.
The
Was it?
Nigerian one?
I think it might have been her. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I could be wrong.
That would be dope because that's exactly who I'm talking about. Yvette Orgy. Her name is Yvette Orgy. She
Okay.
has a stand up. She has a couple of stand up shows on HBO.
Yeah, she's
Like
funny.
I said that to say she's I don't know if she's done it yet, but she was legit a 40-year-old virgin. She was she was engaged to, matter of fact, the dude Emmanuel Oche
Mm-hmm.
from the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
They were engaged, and then fast forward, kind of find out, I think, why it contributed to their breakup with that whole Molly Quinn shit that hit the fan a couple of months ago.
Mm.
Um, I think that's probably why they probably broke up because they quietly got separated.
Okay.
That's nothing to. I always keep my ear
I,
to the street about different shit.
I don't think that I would want a 40-year-old virgin. That means she don't know how to do nothing.
But men like Shannon Sharp wanting little ass girls that don't know how to do nothing.
I, I can't comment on that because I'm not Shannon Sharp. And
True,
I'm
true.
just saying, like, I don't like, yeah. Like, do you really believe in not having sex before marriage? What if you marry somebody and the sex is just terrible?
At this point, okay, so let me be 100% in my adult being accountable shit. Had I not had sex with a couple of men, I would have been married by now. I know I would have been married and happily married had I not had sex with them first. Had the love been pure, and like 100%, and there was no physical anything before I got married to them, and I kind of just fell into it, and now I'm married, and damn, this shit is bad. I think I would have loved them more. There would have been more love there, so it would have been more grace for me to have for them who's not good in bed. Does this make sense?
Yeah, not
I
really.
think no,
No,
no. I
I,
think I
I,
wouldn't have
I
cheated on them. If you just bad
had
from the
you hold
gate,
on, time
I'm
out,
not. We're
time
not
out,
even going down
time
there,
out,
huh?
time out. So you saying that you might not have cheated on them had you had not had sex with them?
Had I not had sex with them before we got
Uh-huh.
married and I was
Uh-huh.
invested, now that we're married, I'm invested. I love this man. We here, we gonna make this shit work. Wedding
Right.
night, we get to the wedding night and he 5 minutes, like not even a minute man,
Right.
like, and then he continues to be a minute man.
It wouldn't
But
matter.
now it wouldn't matter because I love this man. I am
Mhm.
open. I am completely open.
All right.
But
I
now
can
and
dig
now
that.
I'm even more mature. Like there's now sex toys that we can incorporate this. Like men can wear
Right. You
strap
can
on. Like
yeah. I think that'd be demeaning as shit. I think that would end the relationship. I think that would be the end of it. You're like, oh, well, you can just put on a strap on. I think that would end it. Like I don't know. I don't know that the relationship survives that.
no,
I don't know that it
with
does.
with a small penis. So then I'm just subjected. I'm in love. I love you
Oh, so
completely, but I just gotta keep sleeping with your small penis.
I mean, that's what
And
I'm saying. So what if you wait all this time, get married, y'all ain't never experimented, and then this is what you get for the rest of your life. Till death do you part. And he ain't parting nothing. That's what you get. Like what why would you do that?
annul me then. Annul me.
So what just see what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't like I said, I
But I
don't know
feel
that
like
I
a
would
woman
want a
could
40.
learn. But
If I was
a
in these
man would
streets,
be able to lead a woman better than at
true.
40. He would be able to teach her exactly what he likes.
But she had to have a lot of strong will to not have sex for 40 years, right? That ain't gonna just go away. Meaning she's been in control of shit. She's gonna want to continue to be in control of shit.
Or she just might be asexual and she's just really just one of those people that
At
aren't
this right.
sexual people.
40 years in, like that to me is like a and it sucks because it shouldn't be, but that would be a red flag for me if I was in these streets and I was mingling and I met somebody and they was like, "Oh yeah, I'm 40 years old and I ain't never had no sex before." My first response would be like, "What the fuck wrong with you? That ain't right." But that's what would be my first response. That would be my first response. What the fuck wrong with you? 40 years old ain't never had sex. That that wouldn't be your first response. You at the bar, right? And the dude sitting at the bar and you sit at the bar and he talk to you and y'all start talking and he yeah, by the way, my name is my name is Toby and I'm a virgin. I'm 41. Where does the conversation go from there?
In my former years,
Nah, I don't want to hear nothing about your former years. I want to hear about now. Actually, I do want to hear your former years because you was a little wild. Go.
in my former years, I would have flipped on his ass. Oh, I'm sitting on him just to prove a point. I'm gonna try to get in his drawers, in his boxer drawers. I'm going to try to make it my point to see where this goes, to see what I can get out.
You
Let's
taking
see.
that
Let's
card.
see.
You
I'm
taking that
taking it.
card.
I'm
Okay.
taking it. But I can't. Don't. That I was younger. Don't judge me. I've taken a virgin's card before, and he was 2 years older than me, and this was college. Like, and he was in love, and he was stuck. But I
Of
did that
course.
on purpose.
Of course. Of
But that
course.
same man now hates me. He hates my guts now to this day because I didn't do him right. But now, come across now, reform Jay,
Mhm.
evolve Jay.
Mhm.
Let's have a conversation, guy. Let's. I'm intrigued to know why you're 41 and why you wanted to sit out that long. And clearly, you must watch a lot of pornos. And I'm not even mad at you because so do I. Because I'm single as hell out here and I'm not sitting on anybody. But that's okay. So that's where that conversation would go. But
That's
and if
where it
he
would
was
go.
cool with being celibate, I'm cool with being celibate right now. Like I'm okay with not sitting on nobody because sexual demons are real. Like that's another thing. So now being spiritual, like to come across a 41-year-old man that understands like how to hold on to that semen retention, to how to hold on to that power, to understand his strength and he can't give his seed to just anybody, that shit would be a turn on, honestly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of strength to not get any cheeks. Um, I honestly, like I said, I don't think that that would be interesting to me. I think we could be friends, but I don't think I want that pressure. I think you can, you know, at this stage of my life, there's that's not interesting. There's no interest in that.
You
If
use
I
an
was
interesting
single.
word. You said pressure. Why would that be pressure?
Because I had experience with that when I was younger, and it didn't ever really turn out well, right? Like people became really, really attached, or it made things awkward. Um, so I think, like I said, that's what I think about now. I think about a 40-year-old woman acting like a 17-year-old girl after her first experience. I don't want that at this stage of my life, right?
Don't judge my
Especially if
life
I
because
was
that
single.
happened to me 2 years. Uh,
Yeah.
don't judge my life, D.
No, there's no
Mr.
judgment.
B613, I never experienced something like that in my life. I've never experienced something. I'm lying. But the person I experienced that with the first time around, like I call him my Quincy McCall. But this one guy, I had never experienced something like he was the reason why I sat down. Like he's the reason why I was like, nah, I need to be celibate. I can't play with this again.
Mm,
Like that, it was too good. That shit was amazing. First time out, not knowing each other like that. Like although we had spoke for 9 months in communication, like still that was the first time out. So to experience something like that, that shit was too much for me. That shit, it was too much. I don't know how I got there. You said something that triggered that thought. I can't remember. Don't judge me.
uh, no, that's just where my mind is at. Like I wouldn't want to deal with those problems.
That's what
Um,
that was. That became a problem for me because I became attached quickly in that
mm,
situation because
mhm.
I had never experienced something like that before. I quickly became attached, and in my grown big age, that wasn't good.
Yeah. Hey, I got one bone to pick with you. Why my little cartoon character got a unibrow? I don't have no unibrow.
I ain't gonna hold you. The AI thingy, it took the picture. I have a picture of you coaching, and it literally took the picture of that face, and I put it on this picture, and I don't know how to change it. I'm not
Nah, I'm
gonna
messing
lie.
with you. It's cool. I'm messing with you.
Okay.
I'm messing with you.
You can send me
I
another
know I don't
picture.
have
I
no
can switch it
unibrow.
out.
It's good. I like it. It do look like me, just the unibrow, but it's good. Um, what you got planned for this weekend? Weekend is
Ooh.
starting. It is
Can we tap in one
Friday.
more thing, Coach, before we go into the weekend? Can we tap in? Because it's kind of important for me.
Okay.
And I know I'm gonna wrap this up because I've been talking a lot tonight.
No, you're doing
Don't judge
great.
my life. Um, I need to tap into what's going on in Jersey, in North New Jersey, with our mayor, Raz Baraka. I know we spoke about this a couple of days ago, but news hit maybe last night or early this morning, last morning, that now Councilwoman LaMonica McGyver, she might be charged with 16 years or something like that, or something like that, because they're trying to get her for assault of an ICE agent. Why this is hitting so hard for me, like y'all got my story of why Raz, and that's close. Like that we really like that's like my big uncle. When I'm not gonna hold you, D. I got arrested, some bullshit happened because I got a hand problem. That's why me and Stuart could never be together. I know I got a hand problem. that time I got arrested, every single female that was in jail was in there behind a man. I kid you not. All of us was sitting
Mm.
around. That shit was Chicago. You ever saw the movie Chicago or Broadway play
The musical?
Chicago? The musical,
Yeah.
yes.
No, I never seen it. I never paid any attention.
Okay, so the main reason why all them chicks was in jail in Chicago was all of their crimes came back. A lot of their crimes came back to fucking men. Like they was in
Damn.
jail. But fast forward to fucking me getting arrested in 2020. All the girls in fucking jail with me who came in booking, we all were in there behind a man. Anyway, Raz literally, when I got arrested, when I tell you the family moved to get me out, like whatever shook and they knew I wasn't no problem. That was my first time ever some big shit like that. They made moves. Like I'm directly like I was at the family home for our end of the year high school basketball picnics and stuff like that, like cookouts and stuff like that. LaMonica gave me when I first came home from playing overseas, and I came home and I needed a job, and I applied to North Public Schools to be a substitute teacher. LaMonica was the one I met. LaMonica was the one who gave me my first job. When I walked in the office and I handed my application, I was like, "Hey, I'm Jada Jefferson." She's like, "I know who you are." I'm like, "You? How you know?" She like, "Duh, Shabazz. Like, these are people I know. Like, whatever beef they have in the city of North, whatever, like these are people I know." So it's blowing me that because they're moving up and now they're really in this politic world, this man called Donald Trump is really trying to get these people locked up in federal courts, in federal prisons, behind some ICE agency shit that he's pushing, like on some bully shit. Like this shit is baffling to me, America. Like, I don't understand how y'all let this man get back in here and now y'all want to complain and say he's such a problem and y'all don't agree with what's going on. Like, it is a lot. Like, and all this shit coming from little old Jersey. We don't be bothering nobody. We got enough of our own problems. New Jersey Drive. Y'all see what the fuck going on at North Airport, Jersey, between North Airport and New Jersey Transit. Y'all see what's going. We got enough of our own problem for you to be coming in. Donald Trump having Trump, man. America, please leave New Jersey alone. New Jersey, please get your shit together. North New Jersey at that airport, because a lot of my friends work there, and I don't want them to lose their jobs because they need it. So please get it
This
together,
is what
Jersey. I just need to get that off my chest. Jersey, I love you.
this is
North, I
what
love you. Donald
dictators
Trump.
do. This is what dictators do. Dictators get into office and they attack their enemies, political enemies. So other countries you hear about, oh, the presidential election happened and then, the president becomes a dictator and the person that ran against him, he throws them in jail. Right? Like this is when the government starts to turn on the politicians and like this is that. This was happening. Do I think Donald Trump is going to be a dictator? I think that getting him out of the White House is going to be a little bit more difficult than people think it's going to be. He's already talked about doing things to where he can get a third term, which is unheard of, which is against the Constitution. So he is setting up his dictatorship. He's throwing uh, people he thinks could be in his way or could cause him issues. He's throwing them in jail. He's deporting people. He's separating us from everybody else. You look at just here recently when the conversations between the United States and Canada. Um, he's giving allies. He's kind of pushing our allies to our enemies. Um, with these tariffs and pulling funding and all this stuff that he's doing. That's the scariest thing to me is the isolation that he's this game he's playing with the economy could really isolate us from everybody else and could start running people to China and to Russia. Could you imagine if the Canadians decide, okay, we're gonna strengthen our ties with China or somebody who could be an enemy now that they have access to our borders now, right? So just the isolation is the thing that I really don't like that he does. But when they put him in the White House the first time and they were saying they wanted somebody who wasn't a politician, um, it doesn't make any sense to me. You don't go to the barber shop and ask them to fix your teeth. Like, that's not what you do. You don't go to the mechanic and ask them to do your hair, right? So why now all of a sudden do you not want a politician in politics?
They playing games, America.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But your people in Jersey are definitely on the radar, so we got to pray for them because they took your man to a black site. He couldn't. He said in a city that he lived in his whole life, and then now that he helps run, they took him to a location he had no idea existed.
Not even on the map. Didn't even know where he
Dog,
was.
that comment had me like, what?
How?
Man,
He the mayor though. This the mayor of the city, bro.
man, you talking about agencies. You talking about a mayor, which is a very important position and is a very big position. But you're talking about agencies who've killed presidents. You're talking about agencies who've killed, um, you know, political leaders, right? So when you say like he's a mayor, like that ain't as difficult as killing John F. Kennedy. That wasn't as difficult as taking out Martin Luther King. Wasn't as difficult as taking out Malcolm X, right? We ain't start talking about Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein and you know what I mean? Like, so the fact that they could take him and sneak him off to a black site right under right under everybody's nose, it don't surprise me that much. Um, but
Where the
they're
fuck
on the
is
list.
Olivia
They're on the
Pope?
radar. They need to be extremely careful. Because that's what that was. That was a show of strength. It was to show them that yeah, we are above the law, or we are the law. You know.
I wonder if that retaliation had anything to do with Cory Booker. Cory Booker, a couple of weeks ago, he was on the Senate floor. He did the longest speech or something like rebutting
Mm-hmm.
the Republican Party or something like that.
Yeah, we
And
had
that's
24
all
hours,
Jersey.
right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
So I wonder if what they did to Raz and LaMonica had something to do with like a rebuttal of all that stuff that happened with Senator Cory Booker, which is
I wouldn't
also
put it past
another
them.
Jersey Newark
Mm-hmm.
connection.
Mm-hmm. I remember when he first came on the scene, I saw a story about how he voluntarily moved into the project.
I watched that whole documentary. That documentary is good as hell to me.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna hold you. Although I did not like how they portrayed um Mayor Sharp James, but that was personal for me because I know what, and me and Cory Booker, like, we're cool too. So I just didn't like how but I understood. Okay, so being in media, you understand you got to have the bad guy versus good guy. Like, you got to have the juicy storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
And we know a lot of the stuff that Mayor Sharp was doing may not have been the most um law abiding, but I don't think a lot of the stuff was. I shouldn't even say that, like, because I don't know, but it never came from I can't. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
think that. I think in politics, some moves you got to make is for the betterment of the people, or some moves you making. You got to know that we playing chess with these people. Like, we can't play checkers. Like, you got to play chess. So
Mm-hmm.
some moves we may not understand what Mayor Sharp James did, but it still opened the door for us to have Prudential Center in North New Jersey, where fast forward Cory Booker's reign, they broke the ground with Prudential Center. Now we have fast forward Ras Baraka's reign where the MTV Awards have now come there 2 or 3 times. Where we got the biggest parties coming in Newark. Like I remember when I first was getting into the media stuff, it was one weekend. I kid you not, all on one weekend down, all on one corner of downtown Newark. The VMAs was going on like Sunday night or Monday night. Black Girls Rock was Sunday night, and then I forget what was going on Saturday night. Some other big ass party in Newark. Like Newark been booming. So I said all that to say like we each each mayor has done their job. Each mayor has done something to contribute to the city. So I don't want to sit up there and say that Cory Booker or I don't like how they portrayed Sharp James. I don't know if it was true or not, but that was a great documentary. Shout out to Cory Booker. Sorry I've been having so many long
You
winded
good.
answers to these things.
You
This shit is
good.
definitely personal for me, yo.
You're good. You're good. You're good. Again, we're gonna pick them up. We're gonna keep them in prayer and hope that they stay protected. Because like I said, they're on somebody's radar. They're on somebody's radar. But yeah, we get ready to wrap this thing up. What you got going on this weekend?
More WNBA stuff. Finishing this grant. I want to get this at least the outline of this grant off my desk so I can start sending out the letters of possible partnerships. I've gotten back to, I reached out to 2 different organizations. They shut me down. All right, I'm gonna still keep it moving. I'm gonna still shoot my shot. Cause this ain't about me. Like anybody that don't work with me on this one, cause they got some type of personal beef with me, that's some bullshit. Cause this ain't about me. And if you doing that, then I really don't want to rock with you. This shit is about getting opportunities for kids and adults and jobs and money and getting building wealth and teaching fucking entrepreneurship. So I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna get that off my desk. So I get this application in to get the business some money to get
Right.
this program rocking
Nah,
and applying for other media stuff too, coach.
all right. I'm gonna tell you, like, the people in my family like to talk about. I'm gonna turn my accent on too now. You can't keep telling everybody your plans. Some of our plans we need to keep to ourselves with these grants and things like that. We don't need to let everybody know every move we're trying to make, right? That's one thing I
Right.
want you to take from here out. Everybody don't need to know what we're trying to do and how we're gonna do it. When it happened, we let them know that it happened. But because you putting things out there's somebody out there when you saying you want that grant, them saying that grant not coming to us. Right? So don't put it out there like that. Keep that for us. That's for our business to know. That's not for everybody else to know.
Facts.
Right? Um,
What you got shaking, coach?
man, family reunion, more Panamanians coming in. My grandfather is here, my uncle is here. My grandfather is 90 years old. Um, he's here, at my parents' house. I'm at my parents' house now here in Georgia. I'm back home in Georgia for the weekend. There's a lot of exciting stuff. I'm gonna check out the Braves game on Saturday with some of my partners um, from high school, and
The
man,
what game, coach?
the Atlanta Braves. I don't know who they're playing. They just told me 1 o'clock Saturday, and where we're meeting at. So it's like, all right, that'd be
Have you
cool.
always liked baseball?
Baseball was a game I played when I was little. It's boring as hell to watch on TV, but I don't mind being there, like in the stadium. Um, so yeah, like I like to listen to baseball, and I like to, if I can go to a game, I'll go to a game. But to watch it on TV is just boring. It's like watching paint dry. Um,
I feel
yeah,
that way at NFL games.
NFL games can be long too. I don't really watch NFL like that. I watch college football. I like college football.
NFL games live are boring as hell. Like them
Yeah,
shits are
you
boring.
need the TV. You ain't got the commentator.
Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, what's your closing words for today?
Get
I
out
got
here and
one.
get it.
I wanna. If there was one thing you could bring back, like from your over your lifetime, was one thing if you could bring it back, you would bring it back.
Ooh. And they might be doing this for us already. I'm gonna say 106 in Park.
106 in Park. AJ and Free.
AJ and Free. They doing a reunion at the BT. That's what I need to be doing. Well, let me not speak that, but yep, they doing reunion at the BT
Yeah,
Award.
I heard they was doing. I saw a little reel or whatever, a little clip where it was saying they bringing it back. They're gonna reboot it. And Kai, what's his name? Kai, the little dude, be having everybody
Kai
sleep at night
Cenat.
at his house, at his rented houses. Don't be his houses. Um, him and some other young lady, I can't remember who. They said they were gonna host
Kiki.
it. Kiki
Kai
Palmer,
and
yeah,
Kiki.
yeah. They said
They
they're gonna
debunked
host
that
it.
on the Breakfast Club. They said
That'd be
it was clickbait.
okay. That would have been cool if it was real. Um,
Really cool. Really
yeah.
tuned in.
You know what I want to bring back, and this
Talk to
is
me.
I want to bring back fighting. When I say fighting, I mean meet me at this part of the school at 3 o'clock, and we're gonna fight. I miss that. Um, I got into a verbal spat with a former friend via text message, and I made a very easy comment, and he never responded to, and it was, "I can't respect anything you're saying because I know you wouldn't say any of this to my face." And he went on to say other things like, "Oh, your teeth messed up. I know my teeth messed up. It's not a problem." He went on to say things like, "Oh, you went from an MBA to a PE teacher." Like, okay, that none of that really means anything, right? Because it's true. It's things I know, right? But when I said, "Dawg, if you're not gonna pull up, if we're not gonna actually squabble, we're not gonna throw a fade, what's your point in talking shit via text message?" That has to be the lamest thing that I could think of, right? Because you're just sitting behind the screen texting, knowing that you wouldn't do any of this if you were in the person's presence. So I want to bring back, like we used to do in middle school and high school, meet me over there by the trailer at 3 o'clock and let's rumble. If you're not willing to do that, then you shouldn't be talking shit to nobody via Facebook, via text message, via email, if you're not really you willing to throw hands. And I mean throw hands, right? Nobody calling the police, nobody's picking up a gun. You fight. After the
Nobody
fight is
jumping in
over,
it.
you shake hands and you go your separate ways, right? A good ass whooping could start a good conversation, right? Like that's just I want to bring back that. Like let's squabble like back in the day. You lose some, you win some. Just live to fight another day. But the talking shit, knowing that you're not gonna do nothing, hiding behind a keyboard or hiding behind like, come on, man, don't do that. Like, just keep it, you know, square if that's you. Um, yeah, that's all I want to get off my chest. I feel so much better. That felt like therapy.
It is. I love that. I would also ask if we could just fight and y'all punk ass people don't pull out no weapons.
Yeah.
Just fight. No guns. No knives.
No, yeah,
Don't talk shit and just instantly pull out a fucking weapon. I hate
yeah.
that shit about my
The f-
encounters with people in the South. I hate that
yeah.
shit, yo.
The fight is over. Once somebody hit the ground, we can set it back up if you want to keep going. If not, what I'm saying, that's the end of it. And we shake hands, we go about our business. Right? Like that's how I don't like for me, that's I made friends like that. Right? Like I made friends like that I fought. They beat me, I beat them, and then we became friends, right? We hung out. Most of my neighborhood friends, that was the case because you got to kind of set the hierarchy, right? The neighborhood, that's how things, usually transpire. But I mean, people could say I'm caveman and old school, whatever. But I rather get back to that, than the shooting and the talking shit for no reason and just wasting people minutes. like in 1999. We back on the minute plan. Another good episode.
Oh, yes, it was. Again, sorry, America. Sorry, world. My ass was talking so much. A lot of that shit made sense in my head. Don't judge my life, y'all. It all makes sense, y'all. Thank you, Coach, for rocking with us on Major Mindset, yo.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody rocking with us. You know, get this out. It's 3 a.m. Man, be great. I'm going to bed.
Yep, that's happening. Yep. Y'all have fun.
We
Night,
out of
y'all.
here. Later.
Watch the movie.